Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures. Today we're going to take a look at some models from Bestiarum Miniatures. Now, I showed off their heroes here before recently, but we're actually not going to focus on them today. I just thought we'd use them as a good size indicator. What we are going to look at today is the first model that Bestiarum put out as an STL file on their Patreon, and that is their giant Undead Knight. And when I say giant, I'm not kidding because, well, there's his base. So this is the scale that he was intended to be at. Whether you wish to, change that scale is entirely up to you. But I do want to show you the parts. So here we have the basic body of our Undead Knight. It would probably help if he stood up, but yeah, he'll get glued down. And he's better balanced when he has all his gear on him. So we have the main body itself. You can see the details quite nice there. This is when my printer was still printing things in the middle of it. So obviously I could fit something large on there. We have two different swords available. We printed this one. I don't remember if this is the special exclusive or the regular version or not. And then we have this shield. We have his nice big tattered cloak and shoulder pads. The shield, as I said. And then finally the head, if I can get it in focus. Kinda. There we go. Might look kind of familiar too, obviously this is its own sculpt, but it seems to be inspired by a certain anime monster, if I am correct, which was pointed out to me. So, I'm going to get it built, I'm going to go get it primed, and I'm going to show you just how impressive this guy is going to look at that point. So, sit tight. We'll get them all put back here. Alright, we got our Undead Knight finished, and you can't even see him. That's better, isn't it? So, yeah, he's a big boy, and he's definitely quite tall. So, let's grab some humans. You can see he does clean up pretty nice, very dynamic. But, then again, that's the kind of sculpt that I expect when I get these guys, considering where they're coming from. And if you're curious about how big he is, grabbing some of the usual suspects here. He's definitely going to be a big, bad boss monster type. Of course, if you did want to print a bunch of them and have a whole army of giant undead constructs like this, by all means, I'm not going to be one to stop you in that case. I don't know if our transformed hero is enough of a hero to take on this guy all by himself. So it's funny because despite how thin his joints are, I think just given the flowiness of the model, it does give it a nice sense of heft and depth to it, comparing it to another Undead Knight that I painted recently. You can see while our Death Knight from Print Your Monsters is a little bit taller, a little bit thicker and heavier, I gotta give the dynamicism of the sculpt to our Bestiarum friend here. He's just very vibrant in his life. But yeah, I really dig it. And hopefully you can spot the reference to where he comes from too, because I couldn't until it was pointed out to me, but I guess I'm just too much of an old school nerd to figure it out. But also of note is that Bestiarum actually just put out a STL file for a bust of our friend's face there. A nice large bust of him. So if you're into painting busts, I'm not, maybe you are, something to consider there as well. So we'll put a link down below in case you are curious, and I will bid you all a fond farewell. This has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.